before there was any senior services involvement, she was just, sitting in the chair watching TV.
I mean, it was so hard to bring her out from Philadelphia. Yeah, that's the other thing. She's a Philly girl. You don't know that, but then this is Phillies and Eagles. Are you kidding? Loves baseball. All sports, that's what she does. This person was like an educational warrior in her younger days. She always worked in tough schools. She really gave herself. You ask her who her lifelong idols would be, and they'd be like Gandhi, FDR, those types. Now, I mean, we're one fall away from another hospital episode. That's what actually brought her out here.
Hi.
Yeah. I sort of thought I knew what I was getting into, but the reality is I don't think anyone can foresee everything. All the things that I fantasized, all the ways that I could change her life weren't going to happen. I found myself cursing under my breath more, actually yelling at myself a lot, blaming myself. The whole thing just seemed daunting. I mean, there were just so many other things to take care of too. There's an overriding feeling that you don't have a life anymore. And it was literally one of my good friends who set up an intervention. She called the social worker here at Southeast and said, I'm going to bring in a friend who really needs your help, needs some help. And when she brought the idea to me, I was not at all pleased. I was unhappy. I was a little angry with her. My first reaction was maybe just, tell her to, I'm not going to do it. She literally came, picked me up, drove me to this center and met with Jamie, and from there on in, I mean, I could just feel stress melt. Your whole mindset changes when you're able to share your story and listen to other stories of caregiving. It's huge. We come here sometimes every week for lunch, a massage. We'll be here next week. She'll get foot care. Through senior services, I found daycare, and it's the only 4 hours I get a week where I know that when I'm not with my mother, that someone else is there looking after her. It's 2.5 hours to prepare in the morning to come here. For her, everything is physically difficult. Everything.
I think it's important for people my age to be more sort of with people like their grandparents.
He looks just like me.
What he sees is, I mean, no reality show can show that.
Partly as like a resource. Some great stories. She met Muhammad Ali. You remember that? You met Muhammad Ali? And Babe Ruth. That's cool.
I want to give back to senior services because they gave to me. They're also providing something which I think a society should provide. There are people out there that are looking after them. You meet someone from senior services, you will find opportunities.